Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make your own organic hot honey at home with just a few simple ingredients. While hot honey is seriously having a moment right now on the food scene, there is no organic hot honey on the market that you can just buy, at least as of yet. And while my friends at Nature Nate sent me some of their hot honey to try out, I knew that I wanted to make an organic version so that you can enjoy this awesome condiment on anything that you like, but made with organic ingredients. So I have a jar of my favorite Nature Nate's organic honey, but it has crystallized. And so I'm going to use this to make hot honey. So first, I just want to touch on what is crystallized honey and is it safe to eat? Can you use it in recipes? And so as you can kind of see from this jar, this honey is crystallized where it's kind of like form little bubbles and it's not smooth and pourable like it is in this jar. So your honey can crystallize in the pantry just because of the natural sugars that are in honey. Glucose and fructose will bind together and they will create these little crystals, which basically hardens your honey. And now this does not mean that your honey is bad in any way, except for that unideal texture. And you can still eat your honey, but it's just not as easy to like squeeze out of a squeeze bottle or drizzle on top of your toast or your cereal. So I love using crystallized honey in recipes as this ensures that the honey doesn't get wasted. So today we're going to use my crystallized honey up from my pantry and make organic hot honey at home. You're only going to need 4 ingredients to make organic hot honey at home. The first is going to be your favorite honey. The second is going to be a little bit of apple cider vinegar, then red pepper flakes, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. So the first step is going to be to measure out your honey, and I like to do this on a digital food scale because honey is so sticky, so it's better to just measure it right into the pot. And especially if you're working with crystallized honey like I am, it's going to be harder to get out of your jar. So I am actually going to heat this up in the microwave to get it to be a little bit smoother so it can easily come out of the jar. So I'm going to add 340 grams of honey to a small pot. And this is what happens when you put honey in the microwave. Next, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of red pepper chili flakes. And if you like it extra hot, you can feel free to add in more of this if you want. Next, I'm gonna add in a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And now I'm adding this because my husband was saying that the Nature Nate's hot honey that is just made with chili flakes is not hot enough for him, so I'm gonna add this to see if he likes it. Once you have these 3 ingredients in a small pot, we're gonna put this over low to medium heat. As soon as all the honey is melted and it looks like the cayenne pepper is combined, then you're going to reduce it to a simmer and you're going to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then the apple cider vinegar is something that we're going to add in last. Once the honey comes off the heat, you want to let it sit for just a few minutes, and then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar is going to give this hot honey a little bit of tang, so you can always add a little bit more if you want. Once you mix it up, then you can strain this using a fine mesh strainer to remove the chili flakes. This part is totally optional and you don't have to do it, but if you want a really smooth hot honey, then I recommend doing that. Now you have perfectly smooth organic hot honey that you can use on anything. It's best to store hot honey in a glass jar and you can leave this at room temperature in your pantry. So now you have organic hot honey that you can use on everything from pizza to chicken to toast, which is actually my favorite way to use it. I'm off to make some right now. For more organic recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.